Welcome. This is your mid-October tarot reading, Leo. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for giving the video a thumbs up. We're going to go into the energy for you, see what message we get. If you've got Leo anywhere in your chart, you may resonate. So, Spirit, please give us a message for Leo for mid-October, please. Okay, mid-October. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. Now this is the Seven of Swords, okay? So the reason why they're talking about not working alone is really more to do with the fact that maybe you need to talk to somebody about how you're feeling. It's like a feeling of insecurity or vulnerability at the moment. You know, it can be that you're actually feeling quite triggered and you're trying to give the impression that you're okay, but actually something has triggered you, right? Now, you're actually doing better than you think. You're actually really doing quite well. But there's just some issues that you're still sorting through, and while you're doing that, it might be helpful to communicate with somebody. But I have to say, it is always best to pick somebody, like be very careful who you do talk to, because if you talk to somebody that's got ego, and let's face it, most people do, you know, it can be counterproductive. But it's this feeling of, you know, wanting people not to know how you're sort of feeling, right? So there's just this bit of insecurity there, and a bit of a trigger. So let's see, get more information on this for you. Right, you've got the Guardian of the Gate. That just flipped straight over as the cards fell down. You're going through a gateway, okay? So that is why there's going to be, you know, this feeling of insecurity around as you end, as you start October, as you're going into mid-October, you know, you're actually going to be passing through an energetic gateway. You can see Gilbert walking around. This energetic gateway is important because it means you're moving from an old timeline that you've probably been in for quite a while into a new timeline, okay, Leo? And with that, there's always like an energy shift, and that's what creates this insecurity. You're not actually insecure. It's the ego that is feeling the crunch, if you like, as you're moving from an old frequency into a new frequency, and things can feel a bit unsettled when you're going through that phase, right? So we'll go a bit deeper for you. We'll get a bit more information on this. Page of Wands, Six of Wands, the Hermit. Right, now, the Page of Wands is typically good news. I feel you're turning away from, like I said, an old timeline, or turning away from certain situations that haven't really been serving you. And you're, you know, this is good news, right? Because it's a fresh start. It is a fresh start and you're making the right decision, but it can just feel mixed emotions, right? Now, what you've got here is the Six of Wands, and Spirit is basically saying, come mid-October, you're actually going to be doing really, really well, all right? So even if you're still feeling a bit insecure because you're kind of still sort of fresh into a new start, you know, because that's the thing with new starts, that in one sense they're very liberating, but in another sense it can just take a while to settle down, yeah? But Spirit's reassuring you that this is a really successful new beginning for you, Leo. You're going to be doing better than you imagine. Like I already said with that first card, you're actually doing a lot better come mid-October than you expect to be, or even maybe than what you actually think you are. You're just doing so much better. Now, you have got the Hermit card, and it basically means that it's not really a time for decisions. It's more of a time of exploration. It's more of a time of Gilbert making a little fuss of himself there. It's more of a time of reflection, a time of getting to know you. It's not a time for getting to know others. It's not a time for relying on others. It's a time for getting to know yourself. And if you do, like I said, if you do feel a bit unsettled, talking to somebody could help, so that you're not holding everything inside. But again, with the Hermit card, you've got to pick somebody who is spiritually aligned to you, that's going to understand that you are turning your back on certain old frequencies because you know there is a better frequency for you to be in, you know. So you need to talk to people that align with that. And remember that even some spiritual people, even spiritually awakened people have got ego and are coping with all of these types of things themselves. So even somebody who's spiritually awakened may still have quite a lot of pain body, and they may not always give you the best advice either. So you do have to be careful who you speak to. But the point is, it is an important time for Leo because you're really figuring out your life. You're really growing much more spiritually deeper. And it's all about you. It's not about other people at the moment, okay? So let's see what's going on for your person. Okay, 3 of Wands. So you've got somebody here who is progressing well. And it's similar to you, actually, because you're going to be doing very well come mid-October. You know, you're going to be doing very well and feeling more successful, even if you've still got some, you know, just some reservations, like you haven't quite got into the exact flow you want to be in. There is somebody connected to you who is progressing in the same direction as you. They're going to understand you. They're also going to be supportive towards you as well. They're going to be the right person for you actually to talk to or communicate with, because they're supportive. This person is definitely supportive. This is Leo. I feel come mid-October, you know, this is a really pivotal time. October is a pivotal time for Leo in terms of changing things for the better for yourself and turning away from things that weren't serving you. You've got somebody here who's very supportive. You're going through a very important energetic gateway. So keep doing what you're doing and just really hone in on your spiritual beliefs, your spiritual connections. And, you know, I would say like that one spiritual friend who, you know, if you speak to them, they're not going to drag you down. They're going to support you. You have got somebody here saying, I'm undecided about us. I need time to think this through. Don't rush me. I feel like that is the energy of the person who you're sort of moving away from in October, because I just think you kind of know really that you've got to let them make their own way. So you're not necessarily cutting cords or cutting them out of your life, but it's just a little bit of space so that they can figure out their own things. Because you basically, like for Leo, I do feel October is a month of like concentrating on you and actually doing damn well, very, very well. Really it's not about you fixing other people. You've got here, right, your spirit guides want you to play. They want you to have fun. They want you to celebrate and don't be so serious, you know. And the 6 of Wands is a celebration card as well, by the way, because it's victory and success. I think you're actually going to feel quite happy because the Hermit card, you know, the Hermit is actually really quite a happy card, because it's like, you know what, I don't need anyone. I don't need other people's drama. I don't need other people's opinions on my life. You know, you've got that internal connection to yourself, to spirit. Your spirit guides are going to be sending you more sort of joy, really. So I think it's going to be a good month for you, because you're going to see real progress after a period where I feel you may have been putting stuff into other people, and October's going to be more about you, okay? So that's the message, Leo. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. And if you want to book in for a reading, do contact me. And I have got a new, like, affordable reading. If you want to know about that, just ask. Peace.